Okay, so today we're going to talk about how to find the area of the sector of a circle, which really today's pretty simple stuff, honestly. So in the warm-up, we're just finding the area of a circle, which we've done this before this year, but area is pi r squared, okay? And remember on this, do not type 3.14, just use the pi key in your calculator to do these. So we're going to go pi times 12 squared, pi times the radius squared. What does that give you? 452.39, okay, square miles. Okay, on this one, pi times 5.2 squared is what? 84.95 square kilometers. Okay, pi times 6.4 squared. Okay, 128.68 miles squared. And you get the idea. Pretty simple. Okay, now, what we're going to focus on today is not how do you find the area of the whole circle, but how do you find the area of just basically a slice of the circle. Okay, so here's how we're going to do that. The area of the sector is pi times r squared. But if we left it at just that, that would give us the area of the whole circle. So what I'm going to add on to that to find the area of the slice piece is it's going to be the m over 360, where m is the measurement of the angle. So pi r squared, this part right here would tell us the area of the whole circle, but when we tack this on, that's what's going to scale it down. Okay? M over 360. M is the measurement of the angle. Remember, there's 360 total degrees in the circle, so the measurement of this angle is, necessarily going to be less than 360. Just the way this works. So this number is going to be less than 1. It's going to scale this down. Okay? Scale it down to whatever the area of that slice is. So easy stuff here. So we want to find the area of this shaded in part right here. So we're going to go pi times 4 squared times 53 over 360. This is the r, the radius. This m is the measurement of the angle, the central angle of the shaded sector that we're looking for. Whoops. Go away. All right. So pi, you can do it. You can do it. Come on. Pi times 4 squared times 53 over 360. Oops. So 7.4. All right. Okay, so on the next one, it's going to be pi times 6 squared times 148 over 360. Which is going to be what? Yeah, that 5 is going to round that 9 up. That's going to round that all the way up to 46.5. Okay, now on this one, the 65 degrees, you got to pay attention for this. The 65 degrees is talking about the central angle of the unshaded part, but I'm looking for the area of the shaded part. So what do I need to do here to find this angle? Good. 360 total degrees, so I'm just going to do 360 minus 65. Gives you what? Gives you 295. So the angle of the shaded part is 295 degrees. So we're going to go pi times 11 squared times 295 over 360. Yep, and this is going to be another one of those where it's going to be round to 50. Okay, so that's the formula. That's how it works. Pretty simple. So what we're going to do down here is there's going to be different pieces that we're looking for in this. So on this first one here, we know what the area of the sector is. We know what the radius is. Okay, so let's fill that in as we go here. So, all right. So what is the radius of this circle? 18. What's the central angle? That's what we don't know. We'll be looking for in just a second. Okay, what's the area of the sector? 536.94. Okay, so the area of a sector equals pi r squared times m over 360. So I know the area is 536.94. Okay, I already know that in this case, so I'm just plugging the 536.94 for area equals pi times what's the radius? 18 squared times m. Now this is what I'm looking for. So you can either leave it m there. I'm just going to go ahead and put an x there. However is fine. Okay, so I'm solving for x here. Okay, I mean, there's several ways to take care of this. Let's go ahead and do, let's just go ahead and multiply. Do pi times 18 squared. Let's just see what that is. Basically do that real quick. Pi times 18 squared is 1017.88 times x over 360. Okay, so what I'm going to do here is I'm going to divide by 1017.88. Divide this side by that. Okay, so this gives us 0.5275 equals x over 360. Yeah, there's better ways we could have done that, but. All right, and now x divided by 360 equals that. What am I going to do to finally get x by itself? Just multiply by 360. That way those 360s cancel the 1, and then 360 times all of that is going to be 189.9. Okay, so the central angle is 189.9 degrees. All right, next one. What's the radius of this circle? 7. What's the central angle? 105. The area is what I'm looking for, so this is just easy. It's pi times 7 squared times 105 over 360. What does that give you? Yep. Okay, this last one, what's the radius of that circle? That's what we're looking for. What's the central angle? 120, and then the area of the sector, 205.15 feet squared. Okay, so area equals pi r squared times m over 360. Okay, the area is 205.15. Okay, the r is what I'm looking for. You can put an r there. I'm just going to put an x in place of that. And then the angle is 205 0.15 over 360. You are right. It is 120. Sorry. That made things complicated. Okay. So, I mean, we're just divide both sides by pi. And so that's 65.3. All right. Okay, what is 120 divided by 360? Is 1/3, or as a decimal, it's 0.333. So I'm going to divide by 0.333. So it gives you 196, basically, equals x squared, 0.1. All right, and how do we get rid of this square? Yeah, we're just going to take the square root. So square root of 196.1 is going to make it 14.